What's up, Michigan fans? Welcome back to the Maize and Bluebeard podcast, where we talk all things Michigan football and basketball. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Thanks for spending some of it with me talking Michigan sports. So last night we watched the Indiana Hoosiers win the national championship, complete an undefeated 16-0 season, and they're the kings of the football world. I got the national championship hats going on, just reminiscing, remembering that glorious day in 2024 when Michigan won the national championship. What can Michigan and us fans learn from their magical season? A few things. One, what can Michigan learn? If you watched that game, which I'm sure most of us did, side note, first of all, heck yeah, Big Ten 3 years in a row. Even if Ohio State is one of those champions, Big Ten is the best football conference in college football right now. SEC can say what they want, but 3 national championships in a row tell a story. So let's keep that going next year with Michigan doing it again. And Kyle Whittingham, we'll see. Playoffs first. All right. But if you watched that game, you saw Indiana just play tough, hard-nosed, fundamentally sound. You know, they gave up some big plays just because of speed, and, you know, nobody's going to be perfect. There's going to be times you make mistakes, you take a wrong angle or something like that, but overall, they just play so solid. It reminded me a lot of the national championship team from Michigan, where everyone was in the right place at the right time, played for each other, played together, did their job, and always played tough. They were never out of any game. And that's what you saw with Indiana. They love their coach. They love to play together, and they have a mission, and they all know their part, and they stick to it. Once in a while, you'd get a big play, but they'd come right back, hard nosed, and they just grind you out, wear you down as the game goes on, and they pull it out in the end with a great defense and offense that doesn't make mistakes and just pounds you and wears you down. So Michigan can learn from that to see that still works. You know, you don't have to just be some high-flying offense and just outscore the other team, which obviously I think we're going to get a good mix of with Kyle Whittingham and Jason Beck and Jay Hill. You know, Sherman Moore, his way of doing things was a little outdated because he was not creative. Very just line up and smash, smash, smash. And he took the ball out of the quarterback's hands way too often. And, of course, he wasn't focused on what he should have been. He wasn't focused on the team. He wasn't focused on development. He did not have a great coaching staff. He didn't make use of extra coaches and assistants that he could have had, like Kyle Whittingham is doing. But that style of play, that's what Michigan wants to do, and that's what still works. You play good defense. You keep everything in front of you. You stick to your game on offense. You get creative when you need to, and you stick with what works. It's going to pay off. And it did in a big way for Indiana this. Now, what are some things that we can learn as fans, right? Because we're all very concerned about certain things. We're very concerned about the linebackers. We're concerned about the defensive line. We wanted to see big names coming out of the portal. Look at a guy like Curt Cignetti, right? He comes into Indiana, one of the most losing programs in college football, and within 2 years, they go 16-0 and win a national championship. Insane what this guy has done. I mean, he's confident. He's a brilliant mind. He's a fantastic coach. But how did he do it, right? Did he somehow get Indiana to give him a bunch of money right when he got there and go in the portal and get a bunch of 5-star guys and big names? No. He brought his guys. He brought his guys that he trusts to build culture, build a base, build a core. And that's what they did last year with his James Madison guys. He snagged a lot of 3-star guys. And, you know, he has that saying where he says production over potential. And some Michigan fans may see, he's saying production over potential. We can't count on potential on the defensive line and linebackers. But I think there's more to it than that too, because he's not just grabbing 5-star guys, big names. He's grabbing 3-star guys that have produced, like Nathaniel Staling from North Dakota State, someone who's produced, who's shown they can be a leader, somebody like that. he can turn into a superstar. But he also brought a bunch of James Madison guys with him, people he trusted, players he trusted. Who else is doing that? Kyle Whittingham is doing that with some of the Utah players. Him and Jason Beck are bringing along with him. With Max Alford from BYU, Jay Hill knows him. Asamoah, Jay Hill knows him. They know his system. They've worked together in the past. They're bringing in players that they know and trust, and they're locating players from other schools that they know will fit their system and they trust and they can do something special with. And these are smart coaches, just like Cignetti's smart. So if they look at that linebacker and defensive line room and they're like, man, there is a lot of talent in here. We know we can coach them up and they're going to be special. And they can get everyone to buy in. That's the other thing. Cignetti got everyone to buy in. They believe in him, they believed in each other, and they believed in what they could do, and they did it. That is the secret sauce. the key ingredient is getting all the players to buy in so that nobody's playing hero ball, nobody is putting themselves above the team, right? That's an important thing. You get everyone to buy in, know their role, do their part, just do the best they can do with their job, not trying to do more than that and trying to do other people's jobs, just doing theirs. And if they're focused on football and each other and a football family and having a mission and a goal and a purpose and working their butts off to get it and trusting each other, that's how you see a season like Indiana had. And listening to Kyle Whittingham in interviews and listening to him talk, seeing what he did at Utah, I think that he's going to do something special at Michigan. I really do. And I think the staff is incredible, and they're going to also do the same. And we just got to trust them because they really, so far, have not given us any reason not to. They've done an amazing job in the portal. I mean, you look at what they came into coming in late after Sharon Moore was fired, and it's just been incredible. So this coming week, I'm going to do some videos starting to break down the coaches, some of the transfer portal players that have come in. We're going to look at the offense and defense as is. They're probably going to add some more guys from the portal, and we'll report on that as it happens. But I'm going to, break down the defense and offense, and it's going to be fun. We're going to start diving into this roster and see how it's all going to fit together. And I cannot wait. And to learn more about these awesome coaches that we have here. From the top, Kyle Whittingham, all the way down to some of these analysts and assistants he's hired that are brilliant minds that have been coordinators, and now they're just assistants helping out the position groups. It's going to be awesome. So look forward to all that. But what a magical run for Indiana. Congratulations to Curt Cignetti, to all the Indiana players and the Indiana fans. Awesome stuff. I have some family in Indiana, and they've been wanting a winner there for a long time. They would have been happy with just consistently making it to a bowl, or upsetting a good team here and there. That would have been enough for them. But now you are national champions, and no reason why that can't continue. They are going to be a tough out, no matter, even though they're losing Mendoza and some other players, they reloaded, and now he's going to be a place where 4 and 5 star guys want to go, where the big names in the transfer portal want to go, as he's pulled some already for next year. But starting out with that base, he focused on 3-star guys he knew could produce and do what he needed. He brought in guys from smaller school like James Madison, where he coached, that he knew were bought in and trusted him and trusted the system and could fly and succeed and excel in it. And he used those guys to create a core, to create a base, and get everyone else that was already at Indiana to buy in, and everyone coming in to buy in. And they got something special cooking now. And I think Michigan and Kyle Whittingham are going to do the same. All right, now, just like we do every day at the end of the video, we're going to take a look at the results from yesterday's question of the day poll. And then make sure today you go to my community tab, vote in the poll there today, and we'll talk about it in tomorrow's video. So yesterday, the poll asked, who will be Michigan's leading receiver? And this one was a runaway. The winning vote was Andrew Marsh by a wide margin. I do think that J.J. Buchanan is going to challenge him for that. I think him moving around and stuff, he's going to get a lot of catches, especially the way he can make contested catches. But I think Andrew Marsh is going to be a huge part of the offense. And then Jamie French and Celeste Moa will have their say as well. But yeah, I think those are your top pass catchers right there. And I agree. It'll probably be Marsh. He probably will lead the way, and I can't wait to see what this offense will look like. And can't wait to talk about it with you guys. So make sure you go vote on today's Question of the Day poll, and we'll talk about it next time. So that's all for today's video. Thanks again for hanging out with me. Again, lifelong Michigan fan, brand new channel. It's going great. Thank you for all the support. You Michigan fans have been fantastic. It's been a blast getting to know you, and it's only the beginning. Can't wait to see where this channel can go. If this is your first time here, please subscribe so you know when another video of mine comes out. Give me a like. It helps the channel grow. And also leave a comment. I respond to everyone, but I just appreciate it. So that'll do it. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. And until then, go Blue.